Hi children, last class we started our politics chapter and that class we learned about what are prejudices and stereotypes. Today's our topic is about discrimination and inequality. Discrimination and inequality. So what is discrimination? Discrimination can be defined as negative action. It can be defined as a negative action towards people we are prejudiced about. So, what is discrimination? Discrimination can be defined as a negative action towards people we are prejudiced about. Okay, and it can be happen. Discrimination can be happen on the basis of color, class, religion and gender. So people are discriminated maybe on the basis of their color, class, religion and gender. So we can see many type of discrimination in our society. For example, treating dark-skinned people differently from the fair-skinned people. We can tell one example for discrimination. Giving more importance to higher caste people than the lower caste people. This is another type of discrimination. Then thinking boys are smarter than girls. This also we can tell another example for discrimination. So these all are some examples of discrimination we can find in our society. Anyway children, discrimination at a smaller level such as in between boys and girls at home, it lead to unbalanced growth of individual. It will lead to unbalanced growth of individual. But discrimination at a higher level based on caste, religion, based on social status, it will create unbalanced society. It will create unbalanced society and which hinders the growth of the country. So what ma'am told children, discrimination at a lower level in the home, boys and girls are discriminated. It will lead to unbalanced growth of the individual. But in the case of discrimination at a higher level, it may be in the form of religion, discrimination in the form of religion, social status or this type of discrimination at a higher level. What are the effect? It will lead to unbalanced society. It will lead to unbalanced society and which hinders the growth of the country. I think it is clear. Now we are going to study about discrimination, caste discrimination in India. What is caste discrimination? So you know children, people are divided on the basis or people are discriminated on the basis of their caste. That is known as caste system or caste discrimination. Anyway, caste system is one of the important reasons for discrimination and inequality in India. Now we are going to study about the classification of society. Earlier time you know society was divided on the basis of their occupation. How people doing their occupation on the basis of this society was divided. This system is known as Varna System. So what is Varna System? People classified on the basis of their occupation. That is known as Varna System. Okay, so people classified or people divided on the basis of their occupation is known as Varna System. On the basis of this Varna system, 4 Varnas are there. 4 Varnas, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. These are the 4 Varnas. Okay, so these Varnas we can make in a triangle. Okay, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. Okay, so these are called Varna system. So what is Varna system? People classified on the basis of their occupation. That is known as Varna system. So which are the 4 Varnas? Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. Once again tell me, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. These are the 4 Varnas. So children, Brahmanas are the upper caste. Okay, Brahmanas are the upper caste. They included mainly Brahmanas included priests and scholars, priests and scholars, and they were the higher caste. They were priests and scholars. They were considered as higher class. Okay, second one, Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas were soldiers and warriors. They were soldiers and warriors. They were soldiers and warriors. They were called Kshatriyas. Third one, I told you, Vaishyas. Vaishyas were merchants and professionals. Merchants and professionals were called Vaishyas. You know, different professionals such as teachers, lawyers, then many other type of profession, craft work, artisans. These all included in the Vaishyas. And last one is Shudras. Shudras were considered as lower caste, and they were laborers and servants. Laborers and servants. They included in the Shudras, and Shudras, they were considered as lower caste. So this is the case of Varna system. So Varna system, I am told you, mainly the people classified on the basis of their occupation: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas and Shudras. Brahmanas were higher class people. They included priests and scholars. Then second one, Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas were soldiers and warriors. Third one, Vaishyas. Vaishyas included merchants and professionals. Then last one, Shudras. Shudras were considered as lower caste people, and they were laborers and servants. So this is about Varna system. So children, earlier time there will be discrimination based on caste system. I am told there will be discrimination between upper caste and lower caste. This lower caste people, this is a type of inequality. I am already told you. They were treated unequally, or they faced inequality and discrimination. Lower caste people, and these lower caste people, they were considered as untouchables. They were considered as untouchables, and these untouchable people, they were not allowed to enter into the temple. They were not allowed to use the public places. They can't use public wells. They can walk through public roads. So they were denied many rights, and they were treated as untouchables. They were faced inequality and discrimination. So nowadays, you know children, this instead of these untouchables, nowadays we can't use the term untouchables. Instead of that, which term we are using? We are using the term scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Scheduled caste, SC, okay, scheduled tribes, SG. Instead of using untouchables, we are using these terms. Okay, so children, ma'am told about many years before this type of untouchability existed in India. Anyway, many of the leaders, they fought against untouchability, and untouchability banned in India by law. So you have to remember one important great personality, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so Ambedkar, he was the important personality who fought against untouchability. So I told you, Ambedkar, he was born in a lower caste family. In his childhood itself, he faced a lot of discrimination. He was not allowed to sit in the school. He was not allowed to study or to sit along with his friends. So he sat on the floor and he studied. and ma'am told many incidents that he faced in his life because he was a lower caste person. So in childhood itself he took a pledge, when he will become a young man he will abolish this system, untouchable, whatever the problem faced by his own caste, he will fought against such type of discrimination, that he took a pledge in his childhood itself. And when he became a young man, he fought against untouchability, and under Article 17 of the Constitution, untouchability banned by law. So about Ambedkar, you must know who is Ambedkar. Ambedkar, he is known as the father of Indian Constitution, okay, architect of Indian Constitution. So what is Constitution means? Constitution is a written document that contains rules and regulations of a country. So India, we also have a constitution, a written document that contains rules and regulations of a country. So what is the speciality of our constitution? Our constitution is a written constitution. Okay, so who is known as the father of Indian Constitution? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so we got a constitution on which day? 26th January 1950. That day we are celebrating as Republic Day. Okay, so ma'am told we have a constitution now. In the constitution it was written under Article 17. Article 17 of the constitution, untouchability banned. Okay, untouchability banned by law under Article 17. Okay, so children, now ma'am taught you about caste inequality. So in that topic we studied about Varna system, how the people classified on the basis of their occupation, that is called Varna. Among Varna, 4 Varnas we studied. Among these Varnas, upper caste is there, lower caste is there. In between these two classes there will be many discrimination. So the lower caste people, they were treated as untouchables, and many of the leaders who fought against this type of discrimination existed in India. Here in your textbook mentioned an important personality, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Another important personality you can tell, Mahatma Gandhi, okay, our father of nation, who fought against untouchability. Okay, he fought he started many strike for entering these Dalit people into the temple, for getting public places, public well, that everything, for assessing these people. Also he took many strikes. Okay, he undertook many strikes. So Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi, these two great leaders who fought against untouchability. Not only these leaders, many leaders are there in India who fought against this type of injustice. I think today's topic is clear to you. If you have any doubt, ask me. We will meet in the next class.